joining us right now is a man who has worked very closely with Nitish Kumar as his deputy. The former Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, Mr. Sushil Modi, is now with us. Thank you very much, Mr. Modi. First of all, we heard your press conference and you made a claim which was actually sensational. You said that some people close to Nitish Kumar came to senior leaders in the BJP and said you make Nitish Kumar Vice President. And perhaps that may be the reason why this relationship has reached a break point. If this is true, who are these people? Would you like to name them?
No, see, yes. No, I would not like to name them, but very important people, 4 or 5 people are very close to Nitish Kumar. Out of these 4 or 5 people, 2 people, they approached our ministers, senior ministers in Bihar, and they asked that if it is possible, please make some effort so that Nitish Kumar could become Vice President of India. And after talking to the central leadership, they responded that it is not possible because BJP has its own majority, while BJP will make anybody else as the Vice President of India. So that was about 1 month or 1.5 months back when these talks about the Vice President was going on. ये उस समय की बात है, मैं किसी का नाम लेकर उनको expose नहीं करना
चाहूँगा. No, but then according to you, is this the reason why he has broken away from you?
No. I'm not saying that this is the only reason that is broken. I'm not saying this. That it shows his ambition. And he knows that remaining within the NDA umbrella, he can't fulfill his ambition of becoming anything much more than a chief ministership. उनको मालूम है कि मुख्यमंत्री के बाद वो कुछ नहीं बन सकते हैं. तो इसलिए उनको लगता है कि शायद अगर मैं यूपी में चला जाता हूं, कांग्रेस के नजदीक चला जाता हूं, तो शायद कल मेरी प्रधानमंत्री की उम्मीदवारी हो सकती है, शायद मैं कुछ और बन सकता हूं. एंड वी थॉट दैट बिकॉज ही विल बिकम 75 बाय 2025, so he would like to have a graceful exit from politics. But we didn't knew that he is such a great expectation.
But even then, Sushil ji, I remember you have been quoted as saying that many senior leaders of the BJP reached out to Nitish Kumar. Would you like to tell us who all? I believe he spoke to Amit Shah, he spoke to senior leaders.
No. Sri Dharmendra Pradhan visited twice in the last 2 months. And without informing the state BJP leaders, he directly went to meet Nitish Kumar. And on both the occasions, he never complained anything. He think everything is going on. There are tidbit small things. Don't worry for those things. We will resolve all those issues. And only 2 days back, Sri Amit Shah made a telephone call to Nitish Kumar. और उन्होंने नीतीश से पूछा, क्या हाल है नीतीश जी, ललन जी का बयान देख रहे हैं अखबारों के अंदर, टीवी चैनल्स पर, क्या मामला है? तो you know what he said? He said that your party is having Giriraj Singh and our party is having Lalan Singh. So don't care for statements of Giriraj Singh and Lalan Singh. This was the word of Nitish Kumar. बाद में उन्होंने पूछा कि भाई आपके और भी नेताओं के बयान देख रहे हैं टीवी वगैरह पर, तो बोले कि नेता लोग बयान देते रहते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, हम लोग मिलजुल कर सरकार चला रहे हैं. और कल परसों की बात है कि मंगल पांडे और तारकिशोर जी जनता दरबार के बाद मुख्यमंत्री से मिलने गए और उन्होंने पूछा, तो सीएम ने कहा कि नहीं भी कुछ नहीं, सब ठीक ठाक है, चिंता मत करो. अरे भाई धोखा देना था. अगर इफ यू वांट टू चीट समबडी, हाउ यू विल इन्फॉर्म हिम और बिफोर हैंड दैट आई एम गोइंग टू चीट यू और आई एम गोइंग टू बिट्रे यू. लेकिन आज आप करेंगे, यू आर मेकिंग स्केपगॉट ऑफ आरसीपी सिंह, यू आर मेकिंग स्केपगॉट ऑफ Chirag Paswan. If BJP worker had not worked for your party in 2020 elections, then why you became chief minister? You took 19 months to realize that BJP worker betrayed your candidates during 2020 elections. So the main thing is that because Nitish ji is in power for the last more than 15-17 years, so anti-incumbency, there is a fatigue. People want a change. They want to see a new face. They're bored by the same speeches. No, nothing new in his speech. तो जो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी है, जो उनकी पॉपुलैरिटी का ग्राफ दिन पर दिन नीचे गिरता जा रहा है, उसका परिणाम था कि वो 45 पर आ गए. If Narendra Modi would not have campaigned aggressively and vigorously in Bihar, then Nitish Kumar would have reached 25. and BJP also could not have reached at 75.
No, two things,
So,
Mr.
we
Modi.
could
You
not
are
add
saying
any vote of
two
Nitish
things,
Kumar.
Mr. Modi. You are saying
Yes.
that all possible attempts to reach out to Nitish Kumar were made from Amit Shah to Dharmendra Pradhan to the state leadership of the BJP, and he kept saying that all is well.
No, even Prime Minister.
Prime Minister also spoke to him.
Yes, even Prime Minister in the last, yes, not in the last 10, 15 days, but in the last 1.5 year, more than half a dozen times, PM was always in touch with Nitish Kumar. But he never complained. If there was any complaint, if you are feeling humiliated, you could have talked to PM, you could have talked to Amit Shah, you have called to Nadda ji. No, Nadda ji, every month he used to give a call to Nitish Kumar just to know what is happening, everything is going on well. You never complained. You never said that I'm being humiliated.
But
and
you know,
all of a
Mr.
sudden,
Modi,
this
going
theory of RCP
forward,
thing,
you see, one of the things that is
Yes.
being said by the RJD and is being felt by many in the JDU is that BJP has become sort of an alliance guzzling party, that whoever you ally with, you decimate that alliance partner. And a very recent example is, say, Maharashtra. For instance, even Chirag Paswan. They say you use Chirag and then you destroyed his party by creating a vertical split. Do you feel that this is going to be one trouble that the BJP is going to face going forward?
Please tell me one thing. Is Shiv Sena alliance partner of BJP? Once upon a time, Shiv Sena was alliance partner of BJP. But the last 2 years, Shiv Sena is not an ally of BJP.
No, what I mean to say is smaller parties.
Partner?
The BJP
They were
is
the ruling
treatment
party.
of smaller parties.
They were the ruling
Mr.
party.
Sushil
No,
Modi.
you compared. Where it is question, you are betraying, you are claiming to become Chief Minister of Maharashtra and saying that Amit Shah has given a commitment. Where was the commitment? So because Congress and NCP, they came forward and supported Uddhav Thackeray, so he created a theory like Nitish Kumar that I was being humiliated and joined hand with RJD. And the same Lalan Singh, because of Lalan Singh, Lalu Yadav was in jail. Because of Lalan Singh, Lalu Yadav has been convicted in more than half a dozen of cases. And because of Lalan Singh, there is a case against Tejashwi Yadav in which he is on bail. The trial is going on. So you have joined hands with such a young guy who is involved in corruption, not only charges. Charge sheet has been filed, trial are going on, and if COVID would not have been there, the trial would have been completed. And Nitish Kumar told me that this case against Tejashwi Yadav is a shut and closed case. Nobody can save Tejashwi Yadav. And you have joined hand with the same person. Ab ho sakta, this might be possible. Lalu Yadav is not feeling well. He is ill. He is bedridden. And it may be possible that Tejashwi may go to jail. Then it will become easier for Nitish Kumar to break the RJD and to make his own majority. This may also be his game plan, I don't know.
Mr. Modi, it almost sounds as if the BJP is trying to suggest that now that Mr. Nitish Kumar has allied with the RJD, you have already started talking about jail, charge sheet, ED, CBI, and using, all the tools of the BJP.
I mean, already charge sheeted now. I'm not talking new thing. Already he's been charge sheeted and trials are going on. You may not be knowing. In IRCTC Ghotala scam case, Tejashwi Yadav has already been charge sheeted.
Okay, two
years
last
back
questions.
He is on bail.
I believe
so
you have
nothing
to go
new.
also. Two quick questions. Number one, you see JP Nadda's comment in Bihar is being used against the BJP, where he said that these smaller parties will get decimated, only BJP will survive. So stay with BJP. It is that comment which is being reflected and showcased by the JDU.
Sir, this is a general statement. Every leader, when he speaks, he gives a public meeting. मैं सफाया कर दूंगा. It means what? They are going to kill. They are going to. So ये तो एक जनरल स्टेटमेंट होता है कि हम इतने पावरफुल हो जाएंगे कि सब खत्म हो जाएंगे. It means what? In democracy, no party is there, only one party is there. Can the democracy survive? So don't quote out of context. There was a general statement.
But do you think that this statement could have been worded differently?
That even in those states,
Do you think the statement could have been worded differently, and that it has been
the question of
used?
No, if you want to use out of context, you're free to use. But that was not the intention. That was not pointed against Janata Dal U or other smaller parties or alliance parties, but which party will not like that we should become powerful. So this is, one should not quote out of context.
Okay.
Nadda ji, it was a general type statement. When you give a public meeting, in public speeches, you say that hum sari seatein jeet jayenge.
Sushil ji,
it means what?
Sushil ji, my final question to you. A lot is being said about opposition unity. Yesterday, Tejashwi Yadav also said that, look, today is the day when Quit India movement happened, and all alliance partners are now together. The opposition has become the government. This should be a message for a united opposition. Do you think that the opposition players in Bihar can lead this change or mobilize the opposition against Narendra Modi in 2024? A point that even Nitish Kumar made immediately after his swearing in.
See, if yesterday was 9th of August, then yesterday also was Muharram. And Muharram is a parv of Dukh, so of Matam. And the Shia Muslims, they don't celebrate, they Matam manate hain. तो आप इसलिए 9 अगस्त से क्या संबंध है उसका? और नरेंद्र मोदी का मुकाबला क्या ये नीतीश कुमार, केसीआर और ममता बनर्जी करेंगे क्या, जो अपने राज्य में 35 सीट भी नहीं जीत सकते हैं, 45 सीट भी नहीं जीत सकते हैं? अब जब नीतीश जी ने अकेले चुनाव लड़ा, he was decimated to 2 seats only, and his entire EBC vote was transferred to BJP. So this BJP is now 2014 BJP, and Narendra Modi is now 2014 Narendra Modi. Now is much more powerful than what he was in 2014. And BJP, each and every booth we have a worker. We have at the ground level, BJP is so strong at the ground level. So we don't care for Nitish Kumar
even in Bihar.
Tejashwi Yadav. They may align with anybody. He's in Bihar. I'm talking about Bihar. The entire EBC has been shifted to BJP. Where is the EBC vote? If EBC have voted for Nitish Kumar, then why he got only 45 seats? So that
He's saying because you used the Chirag model against him.
Nitish was very powerful. So if you are so powerful, it means BJP is so powerful. It means BJP is so powerful. So or after 19 months we realize this. You took 19 months to realize that BJP planted Chirag Paswan. So you could not realize this truth. If it is true, after 1 month or 2 months, it took you 19 months. So देखिए जब तोड़ना होता है तो कोई बहाना चाहिए. तो बहाना मिल गया उनको.
लेकिन सुशील जी, you look at Bihar. Bihar is the only state, North Indian state, where the BJP is not a force on its own, right? You have always been in an alliance with the JDU. Now the JDU numerically is weak, but you do not have the numbers on your own to form a government. Do you think that will change, or this is some sort of an opportunity for you to go alone?
We are going, where we are going to be, we have not said that we will form government immediately. We only said that in 2025 भी केवल 4-5 साल पहले यूपी में बीजेपी सरकार बनाएगी, आपने प्रेडिक्ट किया था क्या? त्रिपुरा में सरकार बनाएगी, आपने प्रेडिक्ट किया था क्या? बंगाल में बीजेपी 4 से 70 पर पहुंच जाएगी, ये किसी ने सोचा था क्या? तो राजनीति के अंदर 1:1 2 नहीं होता है. 1:1 can become 11 also. So Narendra Modi has become so popular, not because of anything else, because of his work. जिस तरह से उन्होंने कोविड में काम किया, जिस तरह से आज इन्फ्लेशन को रोकने के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, जिस तरह से चीन पाकिस्तान के साथ मुकाबला कर रहे हैं, तो नरेंद्र मोदी 24/7 he is fighting, he is working to make this India great, and people has realized this. So that's why they are with the Narendra Modi, not because only Narendra Modi is there.
So will Nitish Kumar be able to strengthen his base in the JDU? My final question, Sushil ji. Will Nitish Kumar be able to strengthen his performance in this opposition alliance? Or will the BJP be able to strengthen its base from here?
See, already
what is your reading?
Sir, he has lost. Sir, he has lost his EBC base. No EBC voter are not with Nitish Kumar. Because Narendra Modi is EBC, is a Teli. And Teli in Bihar are EBC. And the RJD goons, this Ati Pichhada, this EBC, They have seen the 15 years of RJD, how their land were being grabbed, how they were, उनके जमीन से जिनको हटा दिया गया, कब्जा कर लिया गया, मारपीट किया गया, उनके कितने लोग जेल के अंदर बंद हैं, करप्शन के आरोप में, रेप के आरोप में. This is the character of RJD, a party of lumpens. So he is aligned with a party of lumpens and is talking about Susasan, and is talking about that he will give a good governance. Then why he left RJD and joined hands with BJP? Thank you.
All right.
I think
Mr. Sushil Kumar Modi, thank you so much.